for another session, a wonderful session here today. We, I pray we'll be enjoying the session so far with these sessions of this training. Now we are looking at the very vital part of this training today. It will be very short, very short. I want us to pay very good attention to every part of this training. Every part of this makes a lot of sense. Let's pay a very keen attention to it now. Now we'll talked about so far how you can create your Google form from Gmail account. Having a Gmail account, you can create your form where you decide on what to put, and depending on what you want to get from the respondents, the type of the results you want to achieve, what the goal you want to achieve, and filling that form. You must have done that. That link you received from that link you get from that place you're going to work with on your Facebook, and which you are going to attach to a post just from the Google editing link to attach to a post. Now, how can we now use that link to boost and get responses? That's what we are looking at now. Pay attention. Good. Now we're looking at we've discussed about how you can manage your Facebook page before now, and how you can create your page. Now, how do you like to boost your page? How do you boost? First, I want to choose on the post you want to boost. I've discussed about post is very important. It's a vital role, a vital part of the session we're working on now. You must have a sellable post, attractive, commanding attention of individuals that will motivate them to click on your post. Now, if you are drafting a post that you want to boost, right out from the gate, click on the green button. Now, but if you like to boost an existing piece of content, click the blue button. You know that means you've posted it before, you want to do it again, or you have put it on before, you've seen the blue button, click on it, and the blue button will do the magic. Let's see. Also, how do you post a post on Facebook? Point 2 is target an audience. You will see from what you have here the type of audience you want to target. Your audience has to do with the age, the location, and the rest of variables is very important when targeting your audience. Let's say after clicking on the post button, you will be taken to a menu where you can begin to choose targeting options. By default, you could opt to include only people who certainly like your page, or all current followers and their friends. However, most businesses find it better to target a specific demographic based on the age, location, sex, or interest. If you can work on this, it's going to make it give you a magic. It's like a magic. Now, if you want to create a custom audience or more than one audience for your posted post, click the create new audience. That means you will be the one that will determine the type of audience you want to you are targeting. Yes, it depends on the audience you are targeting. So when you click on that create a new audience, you'll be able to have access. Now let's continue. Sorry for that. Now the next one we're looking at, from there you have the ability to define your audience however you like, whatever the audience you are targeting. You can also add or remove location, set the age range, and even to the people who are interested in specific topics or pages. Specific. You make it specific. You have to be very specific in doing this. Looking at this now, looking at the gender, the age, the locations. We are here seeing Ohio here. You can add location to that one. You can also add the demographic interest on this. You can see the demographic, and also exclude people. You can also exclude some people on the. Let's go on. Now we have the third stage is set your budget. set your budget. You can see what after total budget, what you are planning for, the duration, and the budget is will determine the budget you have. This is in US dollars. We can also see from this that we have set up. Once you define your target audience, you need to select a budget for your campaign. Since your audience is set, you have a realistic a gauge for how far your post can reach under each budget tier. Now, again, the minimum is $1, which might be in naira per day, might be 450, 500 per day in naira. This budget will be your total budget for the campaign, spread across however many days you want to run it. You can't run more than 3 days. 3 days, so you'll be allowed to run this budget. So after that we look at the next one, set the boost duration. How long you want it to run? In a day, 7 days, in 14 days. You'll be required to set the date you want it to run. This is very, very important. And most of the time the days might not work out, because if the click is going to be counted, the payment goes with the number of click per time. And the number of click, cost of each click depends. It varies. So you might not say this must run for 7 days and you put down 2,000 or 2,500. It's going to run for 7 days. Maybe after 4 or 5 days, your money is exhausted. So these are what you need to be doing often. I'll be checking every 5 minutes, checking on the page you are posting every 5 minutes to know what is going on there. Now, 0.5 years to preview the post. You need to preview it before you send it out. Just look at how it is on the other side of the panel, and we'll show us how we are going to preview that. Take the time to review the ad copy and clarity with. Now make sure it's free of errors. That's all the links you work. Every link you have to click on it to make sure it's working, and all the visual elements look good. This is your last chance to make changes before it goes live. Now, the next one is to select your payment option. Selecting your payment option. Look at it. This part of it is very, very crucial. When talking about payment option, talking about the type of card. Majorly, it accepts Mastercard and Visa card. I don't know the other ones. I've been using the two. Facebook accepts all the payment types. You might accept. Now, all you need to do is to fill out your detail if they aren't already saved in a Facebook. If your details is not filled, you need to change it. And you have US dollars. That's why you're saying here, United States. Then you have the type of card number, the security code at the back, the billing zip. You put all this month and the year of expiry, the type of card. You also can use PayPal to make your payment. If you don't have card, you can use PayPal to make your payment. You can also use online banking to make your pay. Just click on continue. It shows that you have agreed to the terms and conditions. Number 7 is what? The last one you have is just to boost. You boost. And you're ready to boost. Facebook just review or boost a post. It might take a day, it might take some hours, it might take some, depends on the Facebook managers. So it may take a while before you see your publish. So you can check the status of your post at any time by looking at the delivery column of your ads manager. Check on it to see the insights, how it's moving. Now let me just give us some tips about posting. You're posting what you're posting. Let me give us some of these tips so you can also benefit from this now, from due to past experience. Now, so what you can do to make sure you are getting the most out of your Facebook post is this. 1. Have a clear goal for your promoted post. Are you trying to get more traffic to your website? Are you trying to get more page likes? Or are you just raising brand awareness? Knowing your goal can help you craft a call to action. That's what we call CTA. That makes sense and measure the true effectiveness of your work. For instance, what we do in this business presently is to draw what traffic. We need people that will draw traffic by filling a survey. not just creating an awareness of Amazon. We want people's response, their phone number, their names. So when you're looking at that, you need to go and click on learn more. So it's trapped in you are allowed you. As a term I want to use here, you are making you allow people to direct people to your website. Direct people to your website. Your website in that post is the link. You direct people to click on that link. That's when they click on the link, just like a website, they'll be able to see the form and fill and submit. So that and the call for action is what? Kindly click the link below to stand the opportunity or to stand um, to be selected, yes. So stand to be selected. Click on the link below. When you put that link there, it's call for action. You have to put call for action there along with the link they are clicking. With that call for action, you're just wasting your time. Or you can say like our page to know more about us. Fine, it's just by call for action. Now, the next one I want us to see is experiment with different demographies. Try and use all these different demographics based on the type of person you want to attract, a group of people you want to attract. Boost your post to different demographics to use how differently they perform. Don't just base on one part of it. For example, you could segment your audience based on location, based on age, to see which parameters appear to be most effective for your brand. Well, notice from a due to experience now, the level of Nigerians respond to posts on Facebook have been drastically reduced. But we look at other foreign countries, they try to click, and most of the challenge you might have with those ones is maybe they are not picking call, you cannot reach them, and but if you can bond the bridge, or you can just value that, you can do that easily. You get across to them by chatting them up. Now, the next one I want to talk about is narrow your audience as much as possible. Narrow it for all audiences and audience segments. Work on narrowing your parameter as much as possible. Don't just say everybody should fit. Some of them may not even understand English. You just feel like something. So when you are calling them, they start giving you issues. So I don't even have money. Because if you can narrow your audience to the level or segments of people that can afford the payment, it's the better it gives you an advantage. So the more specific your posts are, the more relevant they will be to the people seeing them. You have to be very, very specific. The next one I'm talking about is avoid running the same ad for too long. Now, this has to do with the project you are running. According to Facebook, even initially successful promoted posts tend to see a decline. The first time we start boosting like vulnerability on Facebook, people are responding so massively. But if you post it now, it's become something that everybody know about. Somebody have heard about it. You don't have time to sit down to understand what it's all about. But the effect they are responding to the post. Everywhere on net, everywhere you see posts like Benabida. Even if you use other words and you just call them like Benabida, they know. You say, no, I've been there. No, that's why you need to change what you post often. Don't just be too specific on one part of the post. Now, the other one we're talking about is the experiment and the compare different ads. Experiment and compare different ads. Look at what you posted for last month, this month, the response of this one. What do you need to change from this? You take your time to study it. Very, very important. Now, this is crucial. Experiment with lots of different promoted posts, including different types of content, different audiences, and different durations. You have access to all your historical data. So, the more posts you have to study, the more you learn about what works. Now, don't forget, our target in this business, in this industry, is not only what works, it's what duplicates and what doesn't duplicate. For your brand, with that information, you will be able to craft much more effective posts in the future. Meaning that if you can go to your past posts to know what part of it, what you need to change, what you comparing the response, the number of people that fill the form, the number that actually make a payment, and that set of people that make payments, the class of those people, where they come from, what from the responses you'll be able to denote the type of person that most of them normally make that payment. Now, last one I'm talking about, automatically boost posts to save time. Don't just do it too much of it. You boost posts to save time. You can set up a customized rules based on the number of likes, shares, comments, or a particular keywords to automatically boost your top performing posts, Facebook posts directly from the I need to remove this. Okay, let's see.